And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
You see it?
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, complete to Miller. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Flush to his right. Now Trubisky lost the football, but the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a third down. From the shotgun is Trubisky, being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Trey Burton from 4 yards out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's got the hook up with Conley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Ace.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not Not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, partner, after the conference championship games, there was a lot of talk about the overtime rules, understandably so. Do you think that anything needs to be changed in the NFL overtime situation?
I don't think so. And you got to remember, I'm an old crone, all right? So here's the deal on it. The NFL jumped into popularity with an overtime game. The Baltimore Colts being the New York Giants. Back in, what was it, 1959, 58, 59? That's when the NFL really came into prominence. And it was sudden death. Alan Amici, the Colts got the ball. They scored. No one talked about anything but, boy, what an exciting game. As time went on, people started talking about fairness. So the overtime rule finally got changed. If you score first with a touchdown, the game's over. Otherwise, you keep playing. I think that's pretty cool. And in our 2 championship games this year, we had overtime in both. Tom Brady and the Patriots won the toss, went downfield, scored a touchdown, ball game. Drew Brees and the Saints won the coin toss, threw an interception. The Rams kicked the field goal and won. Defense still exists if you care to play it.
Here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Out of the gun, Trubisky, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. D. Ford. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From midfield now, here's Trubisky, and the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. D. Ford. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete on the deep ball. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and it's second down. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th, youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play, but to me it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Well,
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Green 39. Green 39.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. They got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down.
Blue 45. Blue 45. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing. Slow. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing. Zing, zing, zing.
On first down, Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Green 90. Green 90. Ace.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. Taken in at the 11. 31 yards on the punt there. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Onto the field now come the Bears. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Left, 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 left.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. But with that incompletion, let's look back, Charles, to the NFC title game. We had 2 excellent conference championship games, but on the NFC side, the Rams winning in overtime thanks to Greg Zuerlein. He had 2 huge kicks, but that was really overshadowed because afterwards, obviously, everyone talking about the no call.
Yeah, and we should be talking about Legatron. A 48-yarder to get them to overtime. The 57-yarder to win it in overtime. He should be the guy who should be exalted right now, but you're exactly right. Nickel Roby-Coleman's hit on Tommy Lee Lewis in regulation, when I saw it live, thought it was a bang-bang play. Turned out, it was definitely a missed call. Plus, they missed helmet-to-helmet contact on it as well. So if you're a Saints fan, you are very unexcited about the Rams advancing to the Super Bowl, but I still don't want pass interference to become a reviewable call. The game flow is paramount to me. Let's not slow it down any more than it already is.
Yeah, it could be a slippery slope, then you start doing it with everything, right?
Next thing you know, we'll be reviewing holding. And by the way, you can probably call holding just about every play in the NFL.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Trubisky to throw. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he's got some space here. Evades him at the 20. A huge play there on the screen pass. 52 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On 1st down, Trubisky, and that's complete. It sends. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Trubisky steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Trubisky will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Trey Burton, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bears will extend their lead. Parkey with the extra point. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Mahomes. caught here by Conley. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Mahomes now to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, it's Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Move. Sit up. 180. Move.
On 3rd down, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And a short gain here down to the 22. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Mahomes to throw. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. They'll come out in the pistol. One final try for Mahomes. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout.